Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Alexia Maria Orival, lover putting for Hollywood Connections on Tantalk Radio. I'm here with
Adrian Blade of Blade World Films.
Alright, so this is a really awesome interview for me. As you guys know, he was on the radio station this Wednesday in Clearwater on Tantalk Radio, but I wasn't able to go, so I wanted to get a chance to interview him myself and speak a little bit about his new coming film that he is actually doing for his first time. It's brand new to him, but I know that you're a photographer and you got a background of helping on set and everything. So when did you realize that you wanted to make your own film?
Last March. I just pitched an idea to a gentleman I just met. He went home, he said he had a dream about it, and he came back and he said, I have a great gimmick for the movie. And I said, movie? I just, kind of came up with an idea. And he said, no, this needs to be a movie. And he's kind of been with me since the beginning, and that was Rob Smith that was in the studio with me. He's my assistant director, and he also plays the Kandy Kane Killer. So I had an idea for a serial killer, and it just kind of grew, and I kind of forgot about it for a couple months. And about 3 months ago, I got real serious. I started writing, and in about two and a half months, I had a script. And since then, I've got some great actors, production companies. I've got Anthony Giovanni Elias and Genesis Action Stunts is also in the movie, but he's choreographing all the stunts. And then his girlfriend, Rosalie Hernandez, is now my executive assistant, and she's handling all the stuff I have no idea how to handle. And so I'm just concentrating on trying to get everything together. We're going to start shooting October 1st. And hopefully, we'll turn out something that's really worthwhile, and people in Central Florida will be proud of it.
So it's really exciting. We spoke about the film and everything, and it's going to be something no one's ever seen before. What did you get the idea from to write a movie about a serial killer? Like, what did you choose this topic?
Well, in my past experience, I've been a corrections officer for the criminally insane. I was on a maximum security ward, so I got to see the worst of the worst. And after dealing with them for a few years, I kind of got to judge people. I was very good at telling, who was a little off and who was okay. And a lot of experiences that happened to me there, I put into the movie and kind of created a combination of all the people that I, guarded and put him into this character. So he's really based on quite a few different people who have actually killed and got away with it for a while. And one of the gentlemen actually killed his family and lived on him for a few months out of his freezer. So this guy doesn't do that, but I mean, those are the people that I drew my experiences from.
So that's kind of like the inspiration for the movie.
It is, yeah.
And I know that you're also a photographer and you are a musician. What did you get into this business, the entertainment business, if you will, and what led you towards, performing and, eventually filmmaking? What led you to this business?
Well, when I was 5 years old, my grandfather helped raise me, and he was a professional musician. He was one of the top 3 accordionists in the world. He belonged to the Musicians Union back then, which was a very big thing. He had a gold card. He could play anywhere in the world he wanted to. He played with Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, Lionel Hampton, all the big jazz greats. My grandmother's house was on the back lot of MGM's studio. My uncle was head of MGM's Technicolor for 30 years. So I've always been raised around actors and musicians, and there was no choice for me. I was going to be one or the other in the family. So I became a musician, and when I was about 17, 18, I got very serious. By the time I was 21, I was on the road playing. By the time I was 24, I was playing in front of 15, 20,000 people. And I did it for 10 more years and decided that was enough road time, and I got out of that. And I started doing photography and video, and I've been doing that ever since. So
that is a lot. You do a lot of things, and you're super talented at it. Now, with your film, with this being brand new to you, I heard that you're the writer, director, you're editing, you're the cinematographer, score. What would you say the most stressful job out of all of those ones that you're doing is going to be?
Turning out a good movie, period. I've got to step up now. I've got great actors. I've got great help. I've got people that are helping me with the choreography of the stunts. I've got some of the best people I've ever met in my life. They're absolutely superb. So the stress that's coming to me now is I need to shoot and edit and produce a better movie than anything they've ever been in, because I want to do it for them. Their reputation is on the line. They've trusted me. So, and I'm the kind of person that I don't like to make promises I can't keep, and I don't want to let people down. So I'm going to do my very best to turn out a movie that nobody's ever seen before, subject matter that usually isn't portrayed a lot, and I want to turn out a quality that is not low budget or independent looking. I want to turn out something that looks very, very professional and very exciting, and just I want something that people want to come see.
Exciting. And I know you said you have new actors and crew, but are you still looking for crew or actors to help out before you shoot next month?
We are still shopping for a lighting and sound crew. My AD wants me to hire another cinematographer, so we have a backup. He wants me to direct, to take some of the pressure off, because right now I'm directing, I'm shooting it, and then I'm editing it, and then I since I'm a musician, I've got a lot of my music from my band in Colorado, Radiation Romeo. They're flying out to perform in the movie, and then I'm writing the soundtrack. So with all that, he wants somebody to help me shoot it and concentrate more on directing. So when you spread yourself thin, usually the product suffers, and we want the best product we can get.
That's really exciting. Now, are you planning on doing a trailer anytime soon?
The trailer's going to start shooting. We're going to start shooting it October 1st. We want it out by Christmas. And then we want the movie finished and ready for distribution or to take it to film festivals in Christmas of 2017.
A great plan. And if anybody, are you guys going to be working on any social media to promote it, or if you have any yourself, where can somebody look forward to keep their eye out to see the trailer by this year?
Well, right now we're just on Facebook. I'm not really adept at tweeting yet. I'm learning. But we've talked about putting it on Indiegogo and a few other of those websites. I've been affiliated now with about a dozen or more different film networks here in Florida, so we're going to, spread it there. We do have one connection with Tampa Bay Film Festival, and we're pursuing that angle. We hope we can get into as many places we want. We want it to go to the film festivals first, and see if it builds interest. And I don't want to go straight to distribution. I want to give it a chance.
Right.
So first time out. Hopefully it's going to be really, really good.
And it sounds really exciting, and I hope the best for your future for this film coming out. Now, if anybody wanted to maybe hand you their resume for the lighting and the cinematographer, or if you're doing any scenes with extras, do you have an email that someone can contact you at, or a phone number that they can talk to you personally about?
Sure. They can reach me at bladeworldfilms@yahoo.com. I check that email like 100 times a day. Or they can send me something to radiationromeo13@yahoo.com. And then my phone number is a Denver prefix, but it's 720-225-7571. And that's with me 24/7. And I get phone calls at 2 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I try to answer it every time. So.
And what about your band? Where can they hear music from you and your band?
Where they what?
Where can they listen to your music from you and your band?
You can actually go to iTunes, or you can go to Amazon. It's on there for downloads, and the name of the CD is Monster Inside, which is kind of our tagline for the movie. It's going to be the title song in the movie. The line "Kandy Kane Killer" came from that song. So they can download it there, or they can go to YouTube and see our videos under Radiation Romeo. So we're kind of, if you just type in Radiation Romeo, it comes up all over the internet. We've been around quite a while, so.
And one last thing, what would you give to the viewers who are watching this interview, one thing to say about why they should see your film and keep up to date with your film? What's one thing that they should?
We're trying to break new ground in the subject matter. It is a roller coaster ride. It has got some very intense scenes, some shocking scenes. Not graphic, but I like Hitchcock style movies, so I like the suspense and leaving your mind run away with you. And it goes from that to comedy, and then it goes back to the intense, and then back to comedy. So it's just one constant roller coaster ride. And even reading the script, it's not boring. It goes by very quick. So, and there will be little twists and turns, so you may have to watch the movie more than once to get everything. I like putting little subtle things in there. Just to give a little hint, the killer lives on North Bates Street, and if anybody knows anything about Hitchcock, you know, there was a character that kind of has that name, you know. So I mean, there's all those little innuendos in there that people can pick up on. So I try to add a little humor and you know, keep people guessing. And we are going to be using the actual names of the places we film at, like the restaurants and the areas and stuff. The city is called Seaside to keep kind of it generic, because we'll be shooting in Orlando and DeLand and Daytona Beach, so we just call it Seaside since we're near the ocean. But all the restaurants we're shooting at the Swamp House Bar and Grill. We're shooting at the DeLand Farmers Market. We're trying to get into a place called Da Vinci's for a shoot, which is a well-known outdoor bar and nightclub. So we are going to use all the names of the places. Once we get them signed to contract, then they'll be on the poster too and stuff. So.
Sounds super exciting, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing his film. It was a pleasure meeting. Thank you, Mr. Adrian. And you guys should look on his Facebook also for his photography. I'm going to check it out myself. He's told me some really great shots that I want to see personally, so definitely check him out. And thank you again for your time. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much.